Good morning or evening. Another one of these things that we do sometimes. I am your host, so this Capricornus Andromeda, or just so for convenience sake. How are your nights and days been going? It is a pleasure to see you all. Welcome back. Woman here, just gonna crack that open real quick. All right. Doing good. How about you? It's been fine, you know. Started the dreaded task, the multi-day task of painting that rhino in my downtime. A week-long task it's gonna be to paint that thing. Granted, I don't have that much time anymore, so a week of maybe 2 hours a week. But nothing of note happened yesterday, right? What are you talking about? They did 30 minutes of Halo gameplay and showed off the new features. Hiku Miku 2? But yeah, other than that, I have no idea. So, someone already did post an image of Hiku Niku in the birth of Jesus painting. It's funny how long ago that game was teased for it being Piku Niku. I'm sorry, look, Piku Niku fans are having a time. Anyway, I mean, would you not? It's Piku Niku. He's a guy. He's got legs. I tried googling it. I didn't find anything about the Piku Niku. Jesus Christ image. You got legs. You do got legs. You've seen the marketing for this game. Because about a year ago they released the Piku Niku dance. Actually, everything app is a tease for this game. In fact, on stream, previously on a Zenless stream, we watched a Zenless Zone Zero edit of the Piku Niku dance. I'm really what I'm trying to buy time for. I'm writing the schedule right now. So did we move away from Dark Souls 2 a little bit after the last time? Is the genuine question. You want to play it still? I could take or leave it. I'm not mad. The thing is, I don't stay mad at stuff like that for very long. Did outperform. We could take a break from both gun and we replace something with reach. That's whatever. I'll come back to it later. Anywho. Oh yeah, the Ocarina of Time remake. The year is 2012. The year is 2012. Star Fox 64 and Ocarina of Time are being remade. The year is 2026. Star Fox 64 and Ocarina of Time are being remade. They remade that shit so many times. It is getting hard to count how many times they've remade them. Because Star Fox 64 is like just some fucking wild number. Because every other Star Fox game is a remake of Star Fox 64. Shoot about Star Fox when it's until it's brought up again. Yeah, it's one of those games. It's just one of those games. You know, you can never. It's like F-Zero. Like you never remember until like fucking everyone's favorite Redditor talks about it again. Star Fox is a bit more well known though, I would argue. The gameplay is just the rail shooter from the end of that you've experienced a million times before. That's all been based on Star Fox, but it's been newer games, so they've done it a bit better. Pokemon Dread Hose United today. Been going. It's a pleasure to see you. Yeah, but there's really nothing. There was a lot of like. I was not expecting Kingdom Hearts. 3 different Final Fantasy games. You got Kingdom Hearts, you got Revelations, and you got 7 remade. There's definitely not some. The new Gears. I did finally watch that trailer because it was longer than the other one, so I waited a bit. Just because. I liked some of Gears of War. I never really got too into it. I finished the first one, I think, on the 360, and then I played, like, Judgment Day, and then Gears 5. I don't think I've ever played any of the other ones. They're fun, though. The new one also looks very fun. Of course, then it was immediately followed up by their laying off, like, half of Xbox. So there's the Microsoft I know. There's the Xbox I know. It's like, huh, they're finally doing something. This isn't the Xbox I know. Laying off all their staff. Oh, there it is. Did see a post talking about how the Elder Scrolls Online, the teaser that they put out, or the teaser they put out for Elder Scrolls 6 now looks old. And it hurts, but it's true. The Elder Scrolls 6 teaser from before Fallout 76 came out. It has been over 3,000 days since they've teased this game. This game was teased in summer of 2018. And it has yet to be worked on. They've yet to start, or they started development, I think, last year. When did Starfield come out? They started development after the launch of Starfield. At some point. They said they would. I don't know if it actually happened. They said they would. Why is it behind me? I don't want to be in Elder Scrolls 6. So, Elder Scrolls Online looks just kind of funky. It looks like the MMOified Elder Scrolls. Like, it looks bad. I think Skyrim looks better. Yeah, but here's the Elder Scrolls 6 teaser image. As you can see, like, it does kind of look outdated, even though it's just this. I kind of see what they're coming from, the angle. But it was that and then the Elder Scrolls main theme. And they announced that in 2018. Elder Scrolls look like Elden Ring. No, Elden Ring's fucking ugly, dude. Elden Ring is really fucking ugly. I think Skyrim and Oblivion Remake both look pretty dang good. Yeah, but other than that, I don't think there was anything really else to go over. I mean, it was a solid direct all around, I think. Like, it was fine enough. It's better than some of the Wii U ones. And it's better than Summer Games Fest. And I might just be happy coming off the Xbox and PlayStation ones. I mean, there's really, I don't know, too much else to decipher. Gleam from it. I'll accept all manners of round of applause for this bit. Chad, it comes out in 2 weeks. Two weeks. Must have been the wind. Alright, get back up there. Must have been the wind. Weird looking speck of dust. It's coming back. Which, a wild statement, is no word on this. They had to delay it by a year. Then proceeds to release a newsletter saying that they'll be working on Chapter 7 by the end of this year. Uh-huh. Yeah, keep on telling yourself that. But also, apparently, this one is the end of the... It will be the last one in the lineup that's, It'll be the last one in the lineup that's like, I'm just fixing my canvas board. How do we say? Like, the general formula that they've established is what I'm trying to say. It's like going to be the last one in like that sort of formula. Where it's you find a thing, you meet all the quirky characters, you close the thing, and it's over. You know what I'm saying? I, however, am excited it will be the first look at Chud Reel or whatever he's gonna. This is the first look at this dumbass. And they released that awful looking anime that's like a weird, horrible to look at plant thing. A plant. It was like I don't even know how to describe it. It was the first anime they showed. It was like this horrible looking like. It was like, hold on, where's a pen tool that's annoying to look at? Like a weird like snake thing. It was like this horrible green and yellow and pink. It's like half paying attention. Okay, well there's an enemy that like looks like this. And I hated looking at it. It's like we can't go from whatever the last chapter was to this one. Which, according to his graph that he released of like chapter importance, apparently chapter 4 is the least plot important compared to chapter 5. Is like way, way less plot important. I don't know how you manage that. Sure felt like chapter 4 was pretty fucking important, but you know what? It's whatever. We got 2 weeks and it's a free update, so we're playing it. How impactful that we wrote it. I'm sure we'll find out because they showed that Noelle joins your main overworld party. So I'm sure we'll find out how important that is. Oh no. It's gonna be so sober. No, it's fine. It's you know. Mods kill Birdly. Kill Birdly. Smite the bird. I'm sure there's gonna be a new weird nonsense though. There was something that I was like, wait, what is that again? And I'm glad in my I'm glad while I was drawing I decided to half re-listen to that Undertale stream thing. Or that like the 10th anniversary thing, because they were showing a fight that was just the same fight as the one we did in Undertale with the big like PNG Flowey. Like it was all the same. It was all the same things. It's like, oh fuck, that was hard. I don't want to do that again. I gotta fight fucking loser ass. She is not into you, fucking loser ass, whatever. What the fuck is his name again? Asgore. In fairness, his name came from a random name generator. I feel like I'm not obliged to remember his name. Isn't Azrael coming back? Yeah, you can see him again. I hope it's not plot relevant at all. I hope he's in the background. I hope it's not. I hope it's completely inconsequential whether he's there or not. I hope it means nothing. College bum Azrael. Yes, give me like the most. Give me Azrael, but with the flower personality, where he's like an asshat who doesn't really do anything. I don't want like cool and epic Tumblr OC Azrael. I want shitbag Azrael. I hope he's on his phone the whole chapter. That would be a real bit though, wouldn't it? Like he's told to watch the kids and then goes on his phone and then you show back up that he gets off his phone. That would 100% be a bit. do what please, Tobert Fox, do the thing I just said and my life is yours. Make it as irrelevant as including fucking tutorial in chapter 3. Tutorial. That's a look, I did phonetically remember the name. The same fucking. It's like, oh, actually that. Over Fox, if you're listening, I know it's 2 weeks out. Please rewrite him to be an actual asshole. I think I'm only getting. I think I only really want this because I saw a bunch of fan art of people making Azrael look like a flower thing. Where like he's got all the weird same faces. Is like if he makes the weird fucked up faces the whole time and is just being a dick. Please let me fight him in the overworld where he talks about the friendliness pellets and then throws rocks at you or something. TikTok. Please. Please. Oh my god, you ever see the guy on the highway who films drivers he doesn't like? And is just, Benjamin Netanyahu, the leader of Hamas, is in the Ford F-150 on the camera right now. Fire your strongest predator missile. There's this visceral religious scream of him yelling, Benjamin Netanyahu. It's like it's the same type of hilarity of Topher Grace in Spider-Man 3, where he's praying, where he's crying. He is crying and praying for the death of Peter Parker, a regular man to his knowledge. Please, God, you're listening. I need you to kill Peter Parker. Some more Hope Lorbo voice lines. I think people are just repellent. I feel like if Boltgun came out and had a bigger demographic than just Warhammer fans, it would be getting shit on so hard for like, oh, it's just Marvel dialogue. People like, cannot fathom the fact that there could be saying that there could be humor. I've been seeing people calling the fucking Halo 1 dialogue Marvel humor. It's like, Sergeant Johnson, they're just re-recorded lines. He's just saying the same shit. Welcome in, 14 peasants. How's your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. Welcome to the post-game conference discussions. Your gods have forsaken you, traitor. It would, though. Because I saw someone do a fucking rant post about how the Sergeant Johnson thing from Halo 1, where he's going on about what the ring is to the soldiers, where he's saying something like, I don't care if it's God's own anti-son of a bitch machine or an alien hula hoop. And then like, ugh, this millennial humor. Like, this is written before millennials were born. Millennials couldn't speak when this game came out. Dear humanity, we regret coming to Earth. We regret. Fighting the Marines, and we regret that the Corps just blew up our raggedy ass fleet. Hoorah! Halo 1 came out in the early 80s. I thought millennials started in the 90s. Millennials started in the 80s. Yeah. I'm exaggerating. That's Gen Z. What are you talking about? Yeah, I was being exaggerative. Millennial was 81 to 96. Fucking really? Gen Z is 90s? Ew. Ew. No. Chat, that sucks. Mm. you know what it is. Yeah. Fucking, I am wrong and completely misremembering dates then. Because I assumed things were not as old as they were. It turns out I am completely wrong. Are you a millennial at heart? No, I'm not a millennial at heart. I'm a joy and whimsy haver. You can have that no matter the age. You can appreciate having the complete... I think it might... I think that do it this specifically the Halo discourse, it's because when was the last time we had a stereotypical general? When have we had a gruffy, quippy sergeant in a thing since Halo? This is Gen Z or millennial. Gen Alpha at heart. There's it does remind me though. I did have someone call me. I did have an older couple say like get on my ass the other day because I was getting on I was getting on a DoorDash driver's ass because he was I forgot what I helped him with. I helped him with a thing and I was making fun of him because he got a DoorDash order for like a singular gumball. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, dog, who fucking DoorDash is a gumball at 10 p.m.? You fucking stupid. No, then some fucking old couple was getting on my ass about it. You DoorDash. There are people who fucking DoorDash everything. Well, DoorDash a fucking Coke. Well, DoorDash like anything, like a fucking bag of chips. Like, don't abuse this system for that. You're horrible. Go for a drive, kids. Get off the phone. Stop eating hot chip. People do. They do. They DoorDash singular items. BRB. No. Grah. Play Halo 1. It's a common occurrence. It bouncing around tiny jobs. It is, you see a criminal use of DoorDash at places that support it. And having worked in so many different, like, having to do everything to make money. I've had to do fucking everything. Because I had my first job for like 3 years, and then for the last, and for like 2 years, just started bouncing around to every fucking possible position. And DoorDash is not cheap. It's fucking expensive to get stuff DoorDash to you. It's not that hard to make time on it. It's fucking America, where fucking society is built on driving. You have a vehicle. Unless you're in a city, you have a car. If you're in a city, you fucking walk. Granted, as long as you have a fake wallet. Never leave the house without a fake wallet in your unzipped pocket, and then a real wallet in your zipped pocket. Don't carry around debit cards, only carry around credit cards. It's easier to cancel them. Wise words from Soul the Boomer. Yeah, if America was structured like Europe, there would definitely be not an obesity issue. But it's also the corporate issue of like, you want these big chips that taste like fucking cotton candy. We engineered cotton candy grapes. Grapes that are flavored like cotton candy. That should have been the sign. I get it. It was the thing for botanists to do during the lockdown, was just make up some bullshit, because really, what else would a botanist be able to do? For like, I get that's part of biology, but also like, they're botanists. Give them a break. So we got a whole bunch of weird fucking fruit. Don't make the cotton candy grapes. This is like an Arctic stuff that's a 1 minute walk and a max will go there without a car. I think we should replace the roads with spike traps. Keep people on your toes. The Disney adult thing is fucking. I can't watch it without feeling sad, without getting sad. It's like, it's like at some degree, this is what they want from Disney. This is what the end goal, like the corporate end goal of Disney. I would love to live in a walkable, like, infrastructural place. It just doesn't exist, and this is not a thing in America. There are walkable areas. There is not a walkable, like, civilization section. Like, you still have to have a higher form of transport. It doesn't exist. It's called Europe. I'm saying not in America. I know it exists in Europe. It exists everywhere but America. Will grids look efficient? They are not efficient. Yes. And you get glimpses of this efficiency with, like, a city with less than, or a town with less than 2,000 people is deemed a village, where they can have village bylaws that just make them European towns. I used to work at one. Our companies need money. Yeah. Still pretty spaced out. Yeah, it's all the, yeah, that's the issue in it. It's too spaced out. And there's no form of anything to get in between. Walking distance is a matter of perspective. Okay, but when it's for me personally, it is a 20-minute drive to hit any form of civilization. I'm not walking that in this fucking 100-degree heat wave. Get fucked. Dog, it is the woods. Watch me. 2-minute drive. Yeah, the nearest one to me is 20 minutes, maybe? I used to work there, so I know. And it wasn't even like a real grocery store. It was like a party store with groceries. It was way overpriced. And I would know, because I came up with the prices. But just like the whole philosophy of like our society's fast. You got fast food, fast cars, big road. Ugh. It sucks so hard. This is also true. The gamble of what's around you. That's what backpacks are for. Although most stores don't let you bring backpacks inside. They'll tell you to leave. They'll turn you around. Or at least most stores that I've seen will turn you around. Especially smaller stores that you could walk to. No one really cares. Rural places I've worked at have really cared. They didn't care about thievery, but they did care about the tiny little dumb rules. It's pretty normalized. Yeah, but the thing is, here in America is not they is like everywhere is. Like, I always think back to there was a Japanese guy who said he was going to do a weekend trip around California. Which, if you know anything about the size of California, there's about 2.5 Japan's worth of country in one state. You only want to see wineries. I can walk to a winery because someone's house is a winery. Because there's a lot of people who run wineries out of their houses. Granted, it is an hour. It would be an hour. Including the cut through the woods you'd have to make. Which always sucks, especially during like tick season and all that. Kind of her price. Yeah, it's a winery. Of course, it'd be expensive. Your wine from Italy. Well, it's because we don't live in Italy. Hey. For a new Genshin boy. Look, I will only there was one thing that will get me to play Genshin again. And it's if they finish the fucking story that they started. They have yet to make any progress. Before Fontaine, the in-between chapter was the last time they made progress on the overarching narrative. It's insane. And then they fucking retconned it to be like, oh, we could reuse the enemies, but they're different enemies. They're not the same enemies. We've never seen these guys before. It's the same goddamn model. Never stop playing, waiting for Japan to come out. Oh, that one's good. I like the Inazuma. Inazuma, and then the Chasm. It's so good they put a button that lets you skip it. Because it's so good they had to implement the way to skip it. Of course, you got really quality game design. Ugh, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't horrible. Like, it's one of those things. It is the chasm. Then you get to Sumeru. Sumeru was too wordy. It would have been better if, like, we didn't have to restate everything we just stated to every character we meet. Like, double the length of the story. And they barely use the desert, other than just, like, another area to go to. And then Fontaine was perfect, and then Natlan was the breaking point. Natlan's a stress test for how much money you've invested into the game. Yeah, the only thing Fontaine didn't do was it didn't develop the actual story, the actual plot. It, however, was probably the best written, isolated story that had nothing to do with anything. So much so that they didn't even address the main character getting the water powers. You just get it, you just find it yourself off screen from the actual story. They don't even address, like, it doesn't do anything for the actual plot of the game, but it was too good of a self-contained story. And then Natlan just fucking sucked. Mondstadt was the best adventure. Mondstadt was my favorite for the longest time. Because Mondstadt was so simple and it had such a different vibe to it. Mondstadt had such a distinct, like, tone that I feel like was lost immediately. And the characters are just, yeah, why the fuck is Suna the rerun? I remember seeing a thing where it's like Miyabi's has been like 180 days since Miyabi's come back, and then like 230 for fucking for Masa. You had too much Chinese fantasy. Yeah, the only thing about Leo, I think, gets worse over time. Seeing that having a Chinese seeing that having an exact Chinese history portion of the story is mandatory for every single one of those games. I feel like just by proxy of it being, it's not bad at all, but just because that it's required that they have Chinese history be a part of every single one of these fucking games, it devalues every game that comes out of China has to have some element of Chinese history. So it just devalues Leo as a whole. Although Zhongli was so cool that I met him in person. Let's not talk about how I also met Shungus in person. You know, I'm Bold War Season 3, Soldier 11. I wish she was good. I have her fully built up and everything. I keep trying to use her and it never works out. Because I keep thinking in my head that she'll make a good team with Orphe, because they're both fire, except one's an on-field attack and one's an off-field attack. So you'd think they'd be perfect together. But Soldier 11 can't fucking pull it together. That is kind of cool, though their government isn't. Well, I mean, relatively, their government's not that bad. Relatively, it's not that bad. It's just really gonna go to because I was trying to make it work. I was hoping you'd find out something that I didn't. Because they seemed so perfect for each other. Because the way you should roll Orphe is with an on-field attacker. And like, if you're making a fire team and you use Orphe as your fire as a fire unit, you have another fucking Obel Squad member who's also a fire unit who should by every metric be the other half of Orphe, and it doesn't fucking work. It just magically doesn't work. I don't know why. You should have got all the Angels of Delusion, where you just use Nangwang Yu, where you just smack people in Nangwang Yu over and over, switch to Arya, and then cancel the team attack thing, and then just hold down the button. And then you just kill everything. You know, you do is hold down the attack button on Arya, and it just fucking kills everything. He's so strong. I wanted Arya. Okay, but you didn't want Arya enough. I wanted Arya for 1.5 years, and they never released her. They released Arya, and I know damn well who I was going for. I need her I want her engine though, because her engine was cute. I'm happy I got all of them in hindsight. Like, I am so happy I was able to get engines be damned. I got 2 Sunas. Do not need a Suna rerun. We got 2, which is did you? I imagine what you got was then Suna and Nangwang. You didn't get you're only missing Arya. I don't know who else you could use with Nangwang. I know Suna works out for a lot of the like Billy, like Silly can work well with Suna. Like Suna is just a good support. And then Nangwang is just the good stunner. Like, you can totally use them in other situations. Going Billy mode. I didn't even fucking see this. Suna. Arya. I enjoy them. I imagine the reason they're rerunning Suna is for the merch drop that they're doing. The Angels of Delusion merch drop. Work well with Alice. You have Alice? That's more surprising than anything else. That you rolled for Alice. I was under the impression that you did not care for Alice very much. This PM. Much like much like she is part of one of the best factions, the most fun factions. Because to quote Lil Jon, Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo, Scooby Dooby Dooby Doo. Yeah, let's go. Come on, it was Scooby, not the little Tanuki guy who counts as his own separate character, who's basically got the same like characterization. He's got the same character weight as Seed here, where he's like not quite playable, but he's still apparently his own thing. Seed Senior. I still need to play Harmos's agent story. Apparently, it's one of the best. Apparently, it's second only to Seed. Which is horrifying, the implications. The Seed's agent story was fucking... Doesn't he cure it? I don't think he cures it. They also don't know what his terminal illness is until you do his story. Because to my knowledge, not having played the story yet, I'm pretty sure that he became an ethereal and was cured from being an ethereal. Urban Porple, how is your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. Porple. What did I come back to? Porple. Doing an Angel of Delusions merch drop though, so if you didn't get the Fiorina earbuds, you can now get the Angels of Delusion, like over the ear, like it's the earbuds with the wire in the middle, but like goes over the ear. They're goofy looking. What's the Angel Delusion merch looks like? You can get a Suna Labu. Happy Pride Moth. Happy Pride Moth. Yeah, the try Iron Bro for the first time. What? Let's try what? These motherfuckers haven't been out for like 3 months. How do they have so many different merch drops? Most popular soft drink in Scotland. Hey, my friend's gay frog stickers. Nice. Tastes exactly like an orange that you've been sucking at too long. Oh, what? I said angles of delusion. I meant Like the iron taste from plastic cutting your lips. I know what that tastes like. Yeah, check this out. Yeah, you can get the goobers. You can put them on your backpacks. Yeah, but look at the, look at these earbuds. Yep, that is hilarious. That he was right. He was right. The water the water was actually turning the frogs gay. But you'd never know he was right because everything else he says is fucking insane. Everything else he says is fucking crazy. You never know he was right. I remember I learned that. I was like, fuck off. Really? The water is turning the... I had to learn it for like some sort of... I think it was for my science credit for my degree. And that offhandedly came up and it was like... Alex Jones and Joe Rogan, the same person. No. You gotta watch the Warhammer edits. Where people just edit their conversations into Warhammer, where Joe Rogan's like a guardsman or something, and Alex Jones is a Grey Knight, where it just sounds like he's explaining the actual lore of Warhammer. It just sounds like he's explaining the lore of Warhammer. Because he's talking about the warp, he's talking about aliens, he's talking about the Xenos infecting your mind. Like, he's Welcome, Static Boy. How's your night today been going? Pleasure to see you, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was a chill stoner. He's more. I would say he's less of a chill stoner and more like if Alex Jones was a straight man in a comedy duo, like a comedy duo straight man. Is there any slurs in Warhammer? Oh, I guarantee you there's slurs in Halo. I can't believe you're saying cast space reads. What would you G United David going? Yeah, I keep getting recommended all these Warhammer edits. But like the fact that Alex Jones has said one true thing and it's just buried in this insane Monkai. It's what Lars call humans. It sounds like stop doing that thing where you like tug on the collar of your shirt because I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Oh boy. I'm not gonna follow that. I'm not gonna follow it up. If this wasn't on stream, I would have a follow-up. I would have a follow-up bit, but I'm not following that up. If I was just painting with my buddy, I'd have a follow. Well, I'll just leave it at I think I know a couple of Eldar. I think I used to work with a couple of Eldar. Nothing to do with what my original follow-up is going to be, but... we've met the crowd before. Don't act like it's a... We've met the people who... We've met the fucking degenerates who speak like that. Don't act like I'm making up a new... I swear to God, if you're gonna say it because it sounds like gorilla, I'm gonna punch you. That does not sound like gorilla. What the Tau call humans. I'm amazed enough Tau survive encounters with humans to be able to come up with slurs for them. World urchin, average Ogren versus the best war suit. Versus the best war suit. Crisis suit, shit. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He opens the door, Sock blinks sideways. Yes, humans. Hmm. I like some of the Halo ones. They're like, you can't even determine if they're just insults or they actually are slurs. Like when fucking Shipmaster, when we got to that part in Halo 3 where he's like, burn their mongrel hides. Like, whoa. Burn their mongrel hides. Chance. I'm calling the elite split lips. Why do humans love slurs so much? Well, if you meet a new species, if you meet an alien species out in space, it's a whole other thing. Because they're so fun. Yeah, what? How are you gonna make up a quirky one-liner if you don't have something immediately recognizable and horrible to say to them? Most of the slurs out there are just lazy. Yeah, you gotta get like a good one. Divided by racism, united by even more racism. Hoorah! Sergeant Johnson ass quote. I am so hyped to play a game with Sergeant Johnson again. What do we think? Do we stream Halo 1? Or Halo Combat Returns? Halo Combat's Revenge? There should be more Sergeant Johnson in the game. In Halo Reach, you can unlock his voice so that when you're playing like the PvE type multiplayer, which is coming back. Because why wouldn't it? It's like not hard to do. You can just have him shouting nonsense at you the whole time. Same with an ODST, it was also available. Only as a pre-order bonus. Alright, are we actually dipping in the actual slurs? Because I can't say any of these. I can't read any of these out. For obvious reasons. Imagine Sergeant Johnson in a fantasy game. I would watch that isekai anime. There are so many creative ideas for isekais, and no one ever uses them. Even as simple as I think there might be one series out there that has ever used the reverse isekai. The Iris is their first isekai. Okay, but they stopped doing a Hololive lore like years ago. Oh, do you know what? You know what game was announced that wasn't even in the Nintendo Direct of America? They announced a game, and they cut it from the American Direct. They announced a full remake of Touhou 6. Which... I don't know if you guys know this or not. Do we know what fucking song is from Touhou 6? Bad Apple. Unless I'm completely fucking dead wrong, Bad Apple is Touhou 6. Unless I'm dead wrong. The most fucking important game to the history of the internet. And they cut it from the American one. But they saw how hyped people got for Piku Niku. They can put Touhou 6 in the Direct. They put fucking Kingdom Hearts 4, come on. You went Owen or something continuing is also Touhou 6, which is the second Touhou song everyone knows. The third being Knight of Knights. There's Toho 4. Okay, Toho 6 then was UNO. Because I remember it's something with, it's the Scarlet Devils, and I remember that apple being the Scarlet Devil song. But UNO is also the Scarlet Devil song. Piku Miku Ishmila, the wreck shall never die. Yeah, the Piku Miku dance. Or Piku Niku dance was a teaser for Piku Niku 2. Would never let Nintendo lose that I yearn for. What do you mean yearn for more? They got so many. Nintendo Direct was not bad. It was mostly JRPGs though, or regular RPGs. This time, however, you do get this one. Check this out. Star Fox, my favorite farming game. That direct was so fucking funny though when it actually happened. The fucking Star Fox or the farming sim direct where it was all farming sims. That was possibly the most fun I've ever had watching Nintendo Direct. It was like just one after another. It was like 100 of them. The entire direct is fun. Excited for Star Fox. That looks so fucking funny in a Star Fox VTuber thing. It was an hour and a half of farming games. It was so funny. So we can get that guys on the side of the screen. I'll see if I can find a transparent one. Yeah, I did. Other than that, though, it was mostly RP. Is like because you had three Final Fantasy games and a Fire Emblem game. I think was there any other RPGs other than those ones that are shown off? Let's see, it was the Final Fantasy Revelation 7 and Kingdom Hearts, and then Fire Emblem. Trying to think of some other one. I don't think it was, and that might have been it. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. So there's a weird looking fish behind you. 2 weeks, chat. 2 weeks of streaming. I have not gone back and collected the rest of the secrets, so we're just gonna fuck it, we ball. We're just gonna hope it doesn't actually matter. To bring back this is that the Roaring Knight. That wasn't even from Delta Root. What the fuck was that even from? That was from Terraria. This bridge is questionable structural stability. Yeah. It is the goofy ass Fontaine bridge though, so who knows? This was directly based off an image. And I don't think I still have that image. Like this was a game screenshot that I was that I was going from. So don't blame me. Blame me, Ahoyo. Or Hoyoverse. Sorry. I forgot they became a universe at some point. Oh, by the way, chat, I'm sad to announce we did not get the $100 of ad space on furaffinity.net. I know, chat, you were really looking forward to having all sorts of new Fur Affinity fans join the chat. We unfortunately lost the ad space. So I know we were all looking forward to that. Sad day, really, truly. Like and subscribe, chat. How are we ever gonna we need to recover. I forgot we were talking about Zen this the whole time. I forgot I had this open still. Yeah. See, this is what I mean. I started working on more shit. And then it's like, I haven't even finished any of these shit that I was working. I don't think I would have enjoyed the viewers would have come for that. I wouldn't have either. Hey, what though? I'm sure they would have had something to say about the Joe Rogan conversation. Or the fuck we were already having. I'm sure I would have already been canceled for the fucking slur thing we just talked about. Frame 1. Yeah, cause who uses Fur Affinity? Who's gonna use an add-on for Affinity? I wouldn't even be comfortable like making an. I wouldn't even be comfortable making an account. This is a sketchy fucking website. You know what's bad? When not only can they not get a .com, they can't even get an App Store app. There's a lot of eccentric individual. It's like if DeviantArt is Twitch, Fur Affinity is Kick. If Fur Affinity got an app, I think it would die of 48 diseases. I think they would already die of having 48 diseases. I'm being very mean to Fur Affinity now, but I don't care. Does anyone care? Being banned from the App Store is a rite of passage for any spicy mayonnaise. Okay, but when your app's goal is not to be spicy, isn't it just DeviantArt furries? Yeah, but there's also no rules. Like, that's the reason I hear most people going to Fur Affinity. It's because they don't restrict how many times you draw penises. And then think about the sentence I just said. They go there because DeviantArt doesn't let them. And now think of how many times you've seen it on DeviantArt. Which the answer should be, if you ever logged onto that site. There's a reason I don't use it anymore. There's a reason I used it for like all of 1 month for posting art and then never again. Yeah, fur affinity's not intended to be spicy. It just is like, we're free. Like, we're free to do what we want. Yeah. Like, sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. I guess for the tax write-off, I guess, don't say you're not a porn site for the tax write-off, buddy. Or to them, they have a containment site. Was Fur Affinity gonna get shut down for a little bit? Or am I thinking of something else? No, I'm thinking of 4chan. That's what it was. Because we're seeing a bunch of posts on X the Everything app from way back where there's people celebrating that they were taking down 4chan, and then there's that fucking clip from the Iron Giant where it's like, where are they gonna go? Oh. 4chan got something worse. I feel like Fur Affinity is about as close as you can get to being that fucking weird. Which, to be fair, I didn't actually want the ad space. I just thought it'd be really fucking funny if I won Fur Affinity ad space. Like, that was ever my demographic. Ever even in the ballpark. Ever in the sport of my right there. You can tell it's not my demographic because of how many times I've just referenced sports. Got bought out and filled with better agents. But even is the sole demographic. I'll tell you what it isn't. I mean, with the games and things we're playing, I would say my demographic is the elderly. Like Warhammer boomer shooters. Doing hand painting with a bad camera. Yeah, you want to see a cool? You want to see a? Yeah, you want to see a cool picture? That too. LGBT supers. I guess the art streams would do that. Would help that. Whoa, that's a big file. I was gonna scare off the fur. I was gonna show my evidence to scare off the Fur Affinity crowd, but instead, check this out. Polite little guy. Yeah, if only he'd button up. If only she'd button up her little outfit. You got the white poking fur. She's gonna button it closed. Not casual Friday, kitty. Can you give her a top hat? If it was on the art canvas, I could, but it's not. I mean, IRL. Oh, I don't think she'd wear a hat. Hmm. You might, though. Doesn't be like it where I was like, bro, where is this? Because I said the stupid thing about all the fucking sports references and all that. It's like, I was like, if I could quickly get to access to this picture, I feel like that would have been a nice third beat. It was like this sports ball, this. Oh yeah, and then I also do this. That is ball. Yeah, I'm also like I'm also like, was it like 5 rows from the front? I was on the TV. Six rows. You don't know how far back those fucking rows go. Go back to like row 100. You get fucking left 10 floors. So 10 floors out from anything. As soon as it's small. No, it's a MLB stadium. You assume it's small because my picture is right from the fucking front. Make money off hot dogs and beer. Yeah. Also, those fucking seats are expensive as shit. You know when you don't, you know what though? You don't make money on my hot dogs and beer because they were all complimentary. Was it a good game? No. It was so bad. Chad, it was so bad. Did the sports ball? No. The home team scored once in the beginning and they got the first score of the game and then never scored again for the entire rest of it. It was so bad. They had 1 point. They had 1 run. The other team had like 20. A fist fight broke out because of how angry the team was. So the Mets say you're something about the Mets. Nah, I'm not that fancy. Is there a giant D? Yeah, there is a giant D right next to me. There's a giant D. It's all about the debts, baby. The debts. The dork debts. Hockey. Hockey's not that big in the US. The debts hate Spider-Man. Hey, what? The debts also hate me. The student debts. Okay, no, look at it. Sorry, I'm being annoying. Ayo. Living-ish. Well. Where'd you go? I took a lap. The joke killed me. Is that face ass off? Wait. I'm sad all my ice melted. It was supposed to make my drink cold because it's a heat wave. But it melted. I put it in my water 10 minutes before stream. Started stream. Ice is gone. Water is warm. No one is happy. You have a fancy water bottle? No. Mine came from Employee Appreciation Day. And the lid snapped off when or part of the lid snapped off when it got, when it got too stuck. And I couldn't get it off. And it was so stuck, the lid was so stuck on there that when I twisted it off, when I tried to twist it off, it broke the lid before it twisted. They really don't appreciate you. Yeah, it says thank you for all that you do, but on the letter they gave me, when I quit, they left a thing that said thank you for all of your skills in quotation marks. They wrote that like they could have figured out how to build all the fucking computers. They were all 90. You think they could build a fucking desktop? You think they can from scratch build a computer that, and then build an industrial paint machine to go with that? They couldn't fucking figure out how to do that. Obviously, it's like a Lego set, right? They had to call me on like fucking day off. It's kind of like Lego. Yeah, they don't know that. When we started stock, that was back at one of the retail places that I was at. And because we'd stock, like, you get like obligatory toy shit for Christmas. They didn't know Legos had figures. And like they're like, when did Legos get little guys? Hot damn. Hello there. But mine without instructions turned out fine. Yeah, you can kind of vibe check it. You can definitely vibe check it, because I remember I dug through it because I had a, I was just, it was in between job, or not in between jobs. It was when one of my jobs stopped scheduling me and I had to find another one. There was like some downtime before I got back into Warhammer. I was just looking for something to do and I rebuilt those little, you remember before they did Lego Minecraft, they did like little dioramas of Minecraft. So I just have 4 little cute Minecraft dioramas. Les hasn't seen Lego in 50 years. You back off. His old ass. I taught him how to print out the flyer ad he saw for a car show. He was figuring it out. I showed that man how to open a new tab. This is her true story, by the way. Are they still running after you left? Yes, because I guarantee you I would have got called back again. I 100% guarantee you I would have got called back again if they stopped working. Yeah, but the newest computer that they had there before the ones that I assembled was... Because they all were stopping, they all stopped working was the issue. Like, they would repeatedly, like, stop. It was Windows 3 is where they kept all of the information that was important. I didn't have a brain cell. I was the only one there under 50. they're under 50. Jesus Christ, they made a 3. Oh, they made a 3. Business edition, too. I was the only person working there with joints. Unironically, I was the one called to do things like that. I was unironically the one, anything that has to do with height or with knees, it was always me. Or running. Running, height, and knees was my area of specialty. Yet the legs of stilt, man. I'm not even that tall. Three things I like in a VTuber. Running, knees, and height. I'm gonna break your immersion a little bit. I'm not that tall. The 3 genders. Yeah, happy Pride Month. Here are my 3. Here are the 3 genders that we. Here are the 3 genders this applies to. Especially for knees, height, and run. The only thing I wish I would have did is that nobody ever remembered to call me when they were doing forklift certification. Every time it came up, no one ever remembered to call me because everyone there already had it, except for me. I never remembered. I do, however, have a hazardous material license, so if any of you has a job offering that requires hazardous material, They should let you try them. Yeah, well, I mean, they did. I just I just didn't have a license. I mean, I drove the forklift. I just didn't have the license. You may have a seat at this council, but you may not have a certification of a forklift. The council has allotted you one singularly yank. I don't think you have. Oh, yeah, you're probably too new to have seen this model. So, I've made all the models that we use for these streams myself, clearly. As you can see by how shitty they are, I've made them all myself. Let's go. Here we go. Let me run you through some real quick. This is model number... Did I overwrite my model chart with... I overwrote my model chart with... for the Toby Fox bit earlier. I try to show at least some of the rigging for all of them on stream. Model number 508. It's not... It's worse than what you think. Here we go. Here's the chart. There we go. Yeah, so I made all of these guys over the years. I get better at some things, and I get worse at some things. I have a nose this time, though, so at least there's that. I've loaded this model with all sorts of shit. First off, this is the running gag. It didn't even fit on the screen. Hold on. This is the running gag. Model number 6 or 7. Yeah, so the running gag is that Soul gets taller every single time. Technically, this model is about the same height. Because the horns are short. The horns are taller? No. I think, no, that's what it was. This model's a little bit shorter. But because the horns go back instead of up. So it's like, it's a whole thing. I don't really care as much anymore. It's the legs need to stay long. 60% leg goes more than that. Got all sorts of features, though. Not the tracking dots aren't the feature, though. This is one. It's easier to see my prowess like this. Isn't the file like 4 gig? Yes. He's extremely high def. There we go. Character is now locked. Yeah, it's easier to see the trails when it's dark. All the dots move too, and the same with the ears that shift. Surprisingly, not as hard as you think. Way more annoying. Way more annoying to do than difficult. I keep all my buttons too close together. I can't wait to see the ribcage dots every stream. It'd be a shame if if all Soul would wear was large shirts and jackets that cover most of it, if not all of it. It'd be a shame, really. If every single Soul outfit. Also, my greatest visual gag. The 3... The three-eyed glasses. My greatest gag. Is it like a background layer with the shifting dots that go under the hair too? No. Each dot is its own layer. Or I take it back. It is a group layer with 4 dots per group. Same with the tail, where each of the dots are in one singular group, and they're put on a timer. That it's basically a pendulum that goes back and forth, like a pendulum style timer thing that goes through each dot, making it the most opaque dot, and then circling back and forth. It was the easiest way to do it. Or the easiest way I could find to do it in the time that I had with what I had. Welcome in, Brooklyn Lions. How's your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. The horse persists, and so do I. How has your night today been going? Yeah, but well, it certainly did take some doing. Did YouTube tutorials not exist? Sometimes there are things so specific that you will not find a tutorial for it. Turns out making a space goat has you have a hard time finding a tutorial for that. Like, there was no tutorial for the snout. That was all hand done. My art style was really bad for making models because of how, like, brushy and shrubby it is. How, like, glubby it is. Yeah, plus there is a fun that figuring it out yourself makes it look, certainly. Like, here, let's see if we can play a game of catch. And can you catch how I did this? So, part of this is it's a 2D plane. We're gonna play, this is the game. It's a 2D plane. The horns are above the ears until they swing back like a 3D object. If you can figure out how I did any of the 3D looking things, be my guess. Apparently low poly fur is an unheard of thing in Blender. The pseudo regalia devs had to fucking cook. There was also no tutorial for that too. I had to just bullshit my way through this one. Man, it is really hard to track that. The light blue blush is cute. Yeah, there's no way to dial it back any more than already. Half the horn is a separate piece in there, depending on the orientation. Ah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good guess, actually. The horn is in 3 parts. Because you got the part that connects to the head, the part that's in the back, and then the little, like, spike in the front. And the spike goes, or the spike and the back are replaced by a different one that is identical and moves identically. It's just further back in the layers. And this and the spike squishes until it's replaced by a mirror version of the spike. It is asinine. But again, just replacing it was much easier than trying to find a way to work around the ears. And the nose too. Without just making it disappear. So you can see it, you can see up in the top where it's connected to the head. It like just looks better. Because it actually like swings. And then when you see, and then I didn't even have to compromise. Because most VTubers you see, it's like render lighting almost. Not hand-drawn fucking... not this bullshit. of an art style that I've been using on all my things ever. That adds difficulty. It's just how fucking bullshit my manual, like, painted on lighting looks. Did this VTuber with 2 sticks and a rock. And I had to share the rock between the whole platoon. It's stupid of a person. Yeah, no, I got this shit done in like a weekend. We only had like 1 or 2 rigging streams. This shit got so done. The only thing I really had to... This is the first model where I didn't have to really replace anything. Sometimes you get to the modeling phase and you have to export new layers to replace it with another thing. The only thing I really replaced was the ears. I didn't like the way the inside of the ears and outside of the ears worked. So now they don't clip into each other. Because they're playing on the same background layer, clearly, as you can see. Like, it's just one continuous image with a bunch of layers inside that are also moving, which, if you can catch it, make the shape of the Capricorn constellation. Because I thought that was a cute addition, because I usually include it in all my models. But it's usually a little floaty bit by the hat. And I don't have a hat this time, so... I was like, what if I just put it in the ears? But now the ears sit differently, so... Or that's what it is. The outline is on the... I had to remove the outline from the inner... From the half of the ear. To get it to work. Gotta take a guess at your star sign now. Go for it. Made it a cave with a box of scraps. Yeah, it is like a Capricorn. That'd be right. Your guess is absolutely right. I am a Sagittarius. The choice of being a Capricorn is completely arbitrary. The space goat was completely arbitrary. I am a Sagittarius. The greatest joke, the greatest bit I've ever told is I'm not even a Capricorn. It's like goats that much. I mean, who does? But also... Centaur's close to a fish goat, right? They're kind of cute. Yeah, I've let fictional goats have grown on me. I don't know. I had a really long lizard phase. And creature phase. Can you scream like a goat in the meme? No, because that's not actually a goat scream. It's like how the bald eagle screech is a different type of hawk. Sheep actually make that scream. It's a type of sheep. Yeah, red hawk, there it is. I think that sounds right. I don't actually know, I just know the fun fact is that it's not a bald eagle. It's funny that the meat wants to wear pool noodles on their horns. It does look very stupid. I have seen people draw goat OCs with pool noodles on their horns, and it looks funny every time. Is it a toggle on the next version of Soul? Is to put pool noodles on the horns? Yes. Look, I've been drafting up new souls. This is it. This is the push. I know we've only been using this model for what, like 3 months? This model won't even make it to the next chapter of Deltarune. But he's gonna use it? I have no idea. Oh, I have no idea what half my toggles can use anyway. Like the cat eyes. What the fuck was I gonna do with those? They were just easy to make. They were weird and easy to make. They were worth the 1 bit I might use them for. At the very least now, I have a template for the nose and face structure. I also vote for no more for the tiny hat. The tiny hat's so fucking annoying. And it never looks good. Tiny hat stays gone. Oh, and bring back the flower. By the way, 14 peasants for reference. How many of these do I still have? I don't think it would be fuck, would it? That one of them? If one of them had the hat on by default, is it fuck? No, fuck it, the flower on the horn. Jewelry on the horns. Oh yeah, I always think about doing jewelry on the horns. Or like hanging shit on the horns. It's always a thought. But I can't actually customize the models when I have them off like this, so outfits might be out of the question. And if I only had to name them all stupid shit. Then I might actually know which one's which. Oh, this one's got the hat. With the constellation, yeah, because this is the one I came back with the first time. The metal arm and the extra hand. There was too much going on, and I didn't have the art skill to make it work. Chat, could you tell which one I made in high school and which one I made in art school? And he's slightly transparent. Yeah, it's because I didn't know what a background layer was. He objectively looks worse than the one that came before him, but that's alright. It's clearly art. Clearly a work of art, this one. I do like the eyes, however, it uses an old trick with the eyes. I don't know how visible it is. But the pupils shrink because there is no background on the eyes. It's just line art. No, don't move me. This one, however, I feel like is the most interesting of the alternative ones. Stained glass goat. Yeah, it was definitely an idea. Of the alternate direction ones, I feel like this one also kind of nails it. First off, the colors on this one are fucking awesome. The super, it's so hard to work with colors this dark. I don't even know how the fuck I got anything. But it's got the star thing. It's got the little hat. It's got the mouth that never quite fit into the shape of the head. So, watch this. Something I can never do again because I have a snout. So it will never fucking work. If I made a human model, I would do that again. If I did a human character, I'd do that. Where the mouth slides in the opposite direction of the face, because it looks so weird. It's so weird looking. I love it so much. And then, of course, you got this. The first time I ever tried something like that. Don't worry, it also bends. When you can't tell your blues apart. It's also so hard to see, like, when drawing it. However, I do like how laser blue some of it looks. And also visible hands for the last time. Because every other time after that, the hands were behind the back. Not for any particular reason, other than I just didn't like the default VTuber pose of having the arms down to the side. It just looked kind of cheap. That's like, I don't feel like doing any of that, so just throw them by the back. And then for the jacket, just give the illusion that they're in the pockets, so it looks like a different pose. It's called being cheap and being efficient. Now there are two of them. Yes. Oh, souls out of the many. That's the palette for the next one. I kind of like the color direction I went with this one. Where it's still a monochromatic blue, but has stronger, like... Because having everything be this sort of dark color blends everything together. I feel like... Here, hold on. Here's the outfit that would match it. I feel like this is just a better showing. Here. Monotone blue, perchance. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, but I feel like this current one is a much better showing overall. Because you can see it more. Like, it's got much stronger shapes. I need to consult the chart. Which one? The shut the fuck up chart, or like the model chart? I say much stronger shapes. I mean, like, much like, you can see it. Oh, the model chart. Here. Which one do we need? Newer Soul is spookier looking. Yeah, do you know what helps with the neck definition? Having the stars in the ears. Completely outlines the neck. Because the last model had a problem like that. However, the last model didn't have the fluffy neck with the moving fluff bits. I have the last model on standby. It's just not like a loading thing like this. Hold on, let's see. Is it this one maybe? Oh shit. Yeah, fluffy neck is new. A lot of... Oh, it is this one. I just don't have the outfit loaded. Then again, do I want the outfit loaded with how much it lagged? Here's the one that immediately predated this one. Yeah, the gills on the neck. I replaced it with the fluff just because the fluff looked better. Fluff looks better. What can I say? I think this one glowed also. I think this is when I discovered I could do glowing, but also the rib thing looked fucking weird. This time I based it off of fish. I based it off of I forgot what eel it was. It was a type of eel that had the glowing dots like that. Love is a good look. Yeah, I leaned more into the goat look rather than just keeping the horns in the ears. I de-Undertale-defined myself, so I actually look like an animal. I actually look like something. Also, just you can see like the development of motion with how like some of the, you can't see the development of motion perfectly because the toy model doesn't have like the body moving that the current, that like the one that's being tracked to me actively does. But still like the locomotion and like the arms and actual torso and stuff is much better. Oh, fish-like. I got the fish tail, and that's about as immediately noticeably fish as you got with this one. It's the tail. This one also had a thing I was doing at the time that I'm just not a big fan of anymore, which is the white outlines to like convey line art. It's something I just don't do anymore, because instead of doing that, why not, instead of making fake outline fluff, why is it so big? Stop. It's so hard. Selecting these is so tough. Why not just actually do fluff instead of just doing fake outline fluff? I don't know much about VR. It's not VR. That's not how this works. It's not VR. There are no 3D models in play. This is none of that. I should know I made that ball. These hands sculpted almost partially a career. I almost got the see, the thing is the horn illusion isn't sold here. And that was a big, that horn illusion in the face did not sell me on this old model. I can still do this though. You can see what's lit up and what isn't. To see how really old special effects are made. I like explaining things. What can I say? Like explaining the things that I do that are actually a little bit impressive. I have like one thing I do that actually turns out pretty well. Just like talking about it a lot. Yeah, you in the dark mode especially, you could see the quality difference though. I'm just mesmerized by like the fact that one is, that was the thing too, is like having the model be just doing something. I feel like was also a big active idea going into this model, was having something to always be looking at, which is why I committed to the ears and the dots. It's like always having something moving on the screen. And the only way to control that is by doing it on the thing that's always on the screen. I'm never not on the screen, thus you always have me moving on it. Just how have Subway Surfers in your next model. Oh god, have toggleable green screen ears. Oh no. Chat, it's so doable. Chat, it's so doable. It's so doable. Literally take exactly the system I have right now and just have the masking layer, instead of being the stars, have it be green. It would take 10 minutes at most, and most of that would just be exporting. You make the saturation go super bright. Yes, I can. This isn't a thing I actually did with the model. This is more of a You know what, though? Doing it like this, you can definitely see more of a... Use a green screen already. It uses an... Technically, no. It just removes the background from the game capture. If you don't use it through a game capture. Actually, it's way easier to see the shading now. You can see all the effort I put into the shading on the face. How ghostly it looks. This is more the colors I used with illustrating, so this is closer to that. Because again, it's hard to see the darkest colors. So, to convey that I'm still blue, but a dark blue, you use like paler blue. So that you could still convey, oh, it's still dark blue, but I could still also fucking see it. Yeah, I wanted this soul to look the most like how I draw Soul. Because what's the point in having the model not look like at all how I draw the character? Because that would be the thing that would like... No fault to the people doing it, clearly. But that would be the thing with the... I would see like fan art and stuff where it would be like completely different to any way that that the character would be interpreted. They'd be like, I should probably represent myself more like how I want this character to be represented than just assuming people will understand the vision just from looking. Like, there's a lot of it. This one's easy to write, so it's just sketches. Sock puppet soul. Oh god. The problem with mini soul is getting it proportionally correct. I've always just found it really hard to do chibi characters while also portraying them as freakishly tall. That is my hardest issue with doing a tiny soul. It's like I can't make this character tiny chibi little proportions and keeping like the idea of being giant. I mean, like 28mm plastic. I mean, we have the idea. We have the baseline. Yeah, it's hard to do chibi and long and gangly at the same time. we have the technology. Sire, we have the technology. Imagine having long legs. You remember the diagram I made with the legs that extend? Just do that. Imagine having long legs. Couldn't be me. A lot of green stuff. I still 3D printed cube soul. Cube soul on a table or they're on a like a camera mounted arm. Like a camera mount arm. Or put a soul head on the end of a broom. And then you got it about right. Cube soul sounds hilarious. At this point, that's probably old fan art, isn't it? Jesus Christ. It's a shame Cube Soul has been buried. Cube Soul has been buried even beneath Sonichu's soul, which I remembered was a thing just now. There it is. This is Blister's petty written out underscore Manta. Credit to for creating this. I think this is the first one in it. Because it's right next, it was because it's right below, because it, in my folder, in my fan art folder, it is right below a Slutty Soul drawn by channel collaborator and porn artist. Super Cyborg. It's exactly as ridiculous as I would have hoped. You've never seen Soul Cube? Probably like 30 minutes. That's not even beginning the myriad of shapes that Soul has. Soul Nut is my favorite thus far. The 3D print Soul Cube. I think I have it in my fan art folder. Let me check. Oh, there it is. Of course, because the photo is the biggest fucking image file. The new one's purple. Oh. See, I only have the white one. I only have the unpainted, limited run version. So Miku. There's so much. I love all the fan art. BTW. See the glue stain on my old laptop. When the fuck is Soul Toaster a thing? When did that happen? Like the original Boba Fett. What the fuck is the Soul Toaster? Soul, but with a W in between? Capricorn? The fuck is this fucking Chevy Tahoe? No, wait, this is not. This is my actual car. This is an actual 3D render of my real car. Wait a minute. I recognize the silver fucking window outlines anywhere. This is like real fucking... When the fuck did you make this? I don't remember this at all. Soul Bangbu. Oh yeah, there's Soul Bangbu. What the fuck is this? It's my actual car. Soul Bangbu is one of the only fan arts of my new outfit, though, I will say. Of the new model. Got the 3 eyes and everything. Soul Bangbu. There's so many. The fan art folder goes crazy. Yeah, so all the ones we've shown thus far have been Blister's work. I think I wrote down the credits on each one of them. Each of the fan arts. New model before it was finished. That's probably true. Because all of this fan art is just the stuff saved from the Discord, so it's going to be all older stuff. Back when I still used the Discord, ran the Discord. And then I saw every fucking Discord getting a terrible, like, child trafficking controversy. And it's like, how about we just don't do this anymore? Because, like, this is only causing problems. Every time I see a Discord startup, it's like some sort of fucking child trafficking scheme. So it's like, you know what? Better safe than sorry. We're just not going to do a Discord anymore. No one fucking uses it anyway. It'd be a different story if there were, like, actually a reason for it to exist. I didn't know what this suit looked like. But I think he did a pretty good job representing it. That was one of the big things with having the jewelry on the model too. Was like when you have too much stuff going on, then you forget what it is, what you have. I wanted to be able to perfectly remember Soul's design from like I wanted to be able to just fully remember, easy to do. Like, just have everything laid out for being able to recreate Soul's design. It's like, even not knowing the suit, like, you pretty much fucking nailed it. That's what it looks like. In 3 hours, probably. I know. What Bangbu says that? I don't know. That was the best one. Whichever one says wachacha. I'm so glad I have a download. I uploaded that download folder of all the fan art. Got 30 items in it because I think of the soul shapes, I only picked the best couple ones. And then I stopped adding things to it because I was just forgetting. And I actually put effort into in this economy. So yeah, some of the soul shapes didn't quite make it in, like Srolf, aka Soul Roof. Or like any sort of gift didn't make it in. So really, some of these I would have totally included if I remembered. There's souls, like a soul spiritfarer sketch I would have probably put in. Or like this edit of, oh no, I did put that in. Soul shapes. Yeah, like a cube or a triangle or a cylinder or a donut or they're all about this. They all have the same face. If you've seen one, you can kind of get grasp the idea of them all. The soul tesseract is also saved. I saved the cube and I saved the tesseract. I did save the tesseract. It's the tesseract, the cube, and the donut. And technically the triangle. Fuck is soul ramp? How is that different from soul triangle? Soul star, soul D20, soul hexagonal prism. The soul. The soul remid and smaller soul remid. Or the Tahoe. I don't think it's not a Tahoe. It is a Bolt. I cannot get over the fact that I didn't notice that was my actual fucking car. No, the other one. Those decahetrons are so last year. I mean, we got the Tesseract. Hold on, is there a way that I could just pull up the fan art folder without, like... 'Cause I think we could. I think we should take a foray into looking at it. It's adorable. Whoa, Jesus Christ! Why is it so big on the screen? Ah. Isn't there one from Narcy just said, yeah, yes, we'll get to him. We're best pals. I haven't spoken to him in a year. We're best pals. We did a collab stream with him. I don't think we're on bad terms. I was in some of his videos. I don't think we're on bad terms. In it. I hope not. Little Shapes are on indefinite hiatus. Alright, because isn't it like in not Sketchfab? I forgot what the name of that is. I know what the name of it. I remember the name of the platform. If I heard it, I'd know it. Tinkercad, that's what it is. Ignore the F. Still skulking up me. Yeah, this is still my favorite one. This is still the best one. That one's by Bluebell. These, I think a lot of these ones are all Bluebell. Yeah, because it was all super quick out. I got 200 subscribers. Shit, I don't remember who made this one. Why does it look so much like my current model? Jesus. Someone predicted me from this long ago? Someone fucking came up with this prediction. Who the fuck did this? No, shit. Who made this one? I'll find it. Hold on. This Soul Cyborg might not be included either in the fan art folder. Who the fuck made this one? Solace Lee. That's who made this one. Yeah, they do art for... Hold on, I'm still... For a Minecraft SMP. I don't remember what the name of that SMP is, or that channel. But they did the artwork for it. Two years ago, dear God. I've been streaming for a long fucking time. Welcome back, Brooklyn. I'm looking up the name because I've already forgotten who drew some of this. But someone 2 years ago predicted what I look like now. Solace Lee, who does Minecraft art. I think this one was also them, maybe? Shit. Alright. Nope, this is someone different. I don't remember this person at all. I'm so real. I do not remember that of a British. Don't remember. But that is who made that. Oh my god, this is my profile picture on my personal account for a little bit. Or like like how schools will sanction you an account for like school usage. This face was the profile picture because I thought it looked so stupid. It looks so funny. I was like, all right, this is just my profile picture now. Never gonna explain it. That will just be my profile picture. Let's see. You got the beans ones. That's maybe evolution. Still evolution. This is Alice. Same with that one. This one's also. I love the fucking love this one to death. Soul Cube, started by Beans. You remember me from 2 years right now, so I mean probably. There was someone who came in with a completely different username and profile picture and said one thing and said like a French word, and it's like, oh, I remember exactly who you are. Why are all these so adorable? Because everyone in my community is a lovely artist who all have their own awesome styles, and we love them all to death. Thank you all for being here and liking and subscribing, that we could be over 500 subscribers and still also be doing this. There's another Atlas one. Of course, you got the classic. This version of the Soul Cube. Dude, the Soul Cube did start with Solace Lee, because in that Minecraft SMP is a server with a bunch of content creators in it. There is a big fucking Soul Cube. There is no record of this. There was no way there's no way for me to show you the proof. However, in the, I think it's the Astral SMP? I'm not gonna check, but it sounds right. In the Astral SMP, there is a giant fucking Soul Cube. How does one send you fan art? Really, however you want. However you feel would be the most, like any platform that I probably have, you can send it to me through. Or a lot of these came from Discord, which is why they're so outdated. Which is why it's only old ones and only some of them. Because some of these I just forget to save or something. There's a couple I want to go back and save just because I forgot about it. Like there is a Cyborg Soul. Carrier Pigeon also works, yes. There's a Cyborg Soul that Super Cyborg made that I want to save. I do appreciate how it's 100%. It's making Skylanders models. Welcome in, Milked Cookie. How has your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. Welcome into getting distracted from doing our art by other people's art. Welcome in. Oh boy. Yeah, there's some of these I wish I... Oh no, there's the Soul Cube. I found the proof of the Minecraft of the SMP Soul Cube. Solichu, oh no. It's behind me and I'm scared to scroll down. It is right. Here's the one. Here's the one made by an actual porn artist. Of course you got this Beans one. Beans is... You take art games request or art request? Why not? Sure. Soulabid jump scare. Yeah, it is up in here. Soul shapes haunt the narrative. I do appreciate Beans getting the Capricorn sign more accurate than I did. And also I'm holding the Wind Waker for some reason. Soul Nut. Alright, get out the Soul Nut, because I see Solichu right here. Beans. Alright, what the fuck is this one? You play Gartic. Oh, you mean like that. I feel like we dedicate a stream to it and so we can get actual actual collabs going on for that. So not right now, but at some point, because we've done it before, and there was always talks about doing it again. But I'd rather get like a group of people on the stream actually, so it's not just me talking. It's not just me ad-libbing over the whole thing. So for that, not today, but we'll probably do it again at some point. Hatsune Soulku. Oh, you mean Soul Tesseract? I'd be done to do it again. Yeah. I'd just rather get, because we have a whole bunch of, like, Do, Cricket, Shirley, who else? The porn guy. Super Cyborg. I keep saying porn guy, it's so mean. Like... Actually friends with him, only know him as the porn guy. Another Beans one, just a regular Soul. Soltsune Miku. Who let Solku in? Thank you, Beans. This was surely not. If I had to take a guess. If I had to take a guess, who would complete refusal to draw an outfit? To draw any clothes on Sol? Through the entirety of knowing her. I can guarantee you who did this one. Oh, I need to save more fan art, though. And the teeth. And the teeth. Got Soltado. Thank you, Beans. You Beans. Fucking one. It is futile. Did I say this at some point? I'm sure I said this at some point, but what the fuck was this? So after drinking too much bang. What did I get my I get my fucking domain expansion from drinking too much bang. It is futile. Gee, I wonder who made this one. I wonder who made Mom's Soul. And then one more Beans. And I don't think I have anything else. I guarantee you there's... Yeah, because after this one was Soul Bangbu, which is not in here. And Soul Sock Puppet. I picked like a highlights reel for the... Because I was running out of space in my Google account. I picked the highlights reel. But I hate that I had to pick a highlights reel. Because I like them all. It was Soul Sock Puppet. Fine. Everything about them has something interesting to say about either the person who made it or how they, or like, yeah, there's just something. So, what the fuck is this? Did you fucking trace me over that image of Asgore? Which is already a trace over that image of a fucking guy from Open Season. Don't save that one. Alright, it's a Sulk Puppet. Could become a plushie or something at some point. Like a sock puppet. It's like how they made Angels of Delusion Labubu's. Soul Boo Boo. Yeah, of course there's one that didn't end up here. Like there's a Soul Pin, a Soul Bus. Soul, but it's that weird little creature. Multiple Soul Nachus. We only needed one. Hyper-realistic Soul. Cyborg Soul, which never got added for some reason. Even though it really should have. This pixel art of the cockle. Recent fan art of me. Yeah, you're like Kramer. Everybody loves Kramer. What the fuck did I say recently? Oh yeah, Hyper Real Soul. This is a thing that's in the fan art folder. Or in the fan art page. This offends me. It's so simple, but it's so good. Like, clearly it was made in, like... Clearly it was made after we said a thing. And then this was quickly thrown together for that stream. But it's... it's just one of those things where it's like, it don't matter what it is. It's fucking funny. It's weird getting fan of yourself in a streamers community. I managed to get fan of myself maybe one time. I mean, it solidifies. It's almost like solidifying as like part of the community. It's. I could definitely see people not on camera not being okay with it. But if you are, it's just kind of goofy. If you are okay with it. Yeah, because I typically wouldn't advise doing it. Picking fan art of chat members just because, like, the streamer clearly doesn't have inherently wouldn't have the same privacy sort of ideas of a you don't know the chatter's life. You know at least enough about me that I wouldn't mind fan art, clearly. But I never really advise. So I'm always like, every time I see it. I wonder how many more soul fan arts are just laying around. So, because I'm sure. Damn, though, it's funny though. You made fan art of me, so did I? I probably just threw together a sketch thing, but also I did that. I had a whole stream dedicated to that. We did a whole stream drawing chatters, like characters. Technically. Remember I gave you a weird one. You finished Indigo Park? No, that was not the stream I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of a different stream. I'm not thinking of the Indigo Park stream. That game was so fucking stupid. I've completely turned around to that game being charming. It's like that game was fucking dumb. Indigo Park was such a stupid game. I'm distracted now from drawing, getting pissed off about Indigo Park. I'm never fucking playing that game again. Get fucked. Meet potential game. What is it? Think of if someone who played Portal tried to make like FNAF mascot, like a security breach game, but with like tried to do like a Wheatley thing, but like I guess like Garten of Bam Bam type quality. Like it ran like shit. It almost bricked my laptop. It didn't look great. It was just a like meh. oh shit, yeah, you're right. Their first game was literally remaking Garten of Banban. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. It was their first fucking game. And they just did that again for their second game, but made it a part 1 because there's a certain monster out there who developed a little game called Bendy and the Ink Machine. And that made everyone think it's okay to release Chapter 1, which is just the unfinished version of their game that has a decent stopping point. I think one thing Anita is really see in an art style that is achievable for them. Yeah, don't do a security breach. Because I remember, I assume what they were banking on was it was made in Unreal. It was either that or Unity. What they were banking on was the popularity of their little guy. They're Rambly. I remember his fucking name because he said it a million times. Yeah, because that was the stream that I like cared so little about that I got it like fucking perma demonetized, whatever. I started watching The Great Gatsby. I started watching fucking the Leonardo DiCaprio Great Gatsby. Forgot about that. It's my greatest moment in any stream ever. You could tell what class I was taking by the fact that I thought that movie is so fucking funny. It is funny. That movie's hilarious. I gotta get some sleep. Good night, everybody. All right, have a wonderful rest of your night or day. It was a pleasure to see you. Thank you for joining us, as always. And without further ado, I bid thee adieu. We'll be back the same days as always. I do hope to see you soon. Which, it was that stream, I think. Where, like, it got my stream restricted in how many countries. They did not like Tobey Maguire, or yeah, because that's the movie that made me realize Tobey Maguire can't act. That stupid fucking Great Gatsby movie. It's so bad. It has heart. It's based off... The Great Gatsby movie is based off a book that was only popular with people who were actively dying every day. It was only popular with World War II soldiers on active duty. It was based on a book nobody fucking liked, and so so all the books got Atari ET'd and got shipped off to war. This is some cheap trash they could give the soldiers, and the soldiers liked it. Soul book facts from what I vaguely remember from that college course I took in high school. What do you mean peel soul content? What does that mean? What are you talking about? Don't peel me. peak. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you want to watch The Great Gatsby again? We can make that a tradition. Once per year, we can tank a stream by watching The Great Gatsby in the middle of it. L and K were next to each other. I and K. L and K? They're all next to each other. I don't care. Get banned in 20 countries now. That we'll wait till I can be monetized to make a stream demonetized. It's not as fun when there's no stakes. It's not as fun when there's no well, Discord's okay for movies because then you got to watch a movie on a fucking laptop. Like at 140p. I just wanted to show a clip from The Great Gatsby because I was so done with Indigo Park that I think I heard like a thing and I was like, oh hey chat, check this out. And then I pulled up a clip of that fucking scene where it's like where Gatsby gets his catchphrase, but in the movie they make it like a whole like MCU thing. They basically like solo a Star Wars story where it's like the story of how he got his name or something, where it's like they got way too specific and way too like not everything has to be a moment. He can just say it. Because the thing is, he gets his catchphrase. Or like Gatsby just has a thing where he always calls people old sport. But it's because he was brought up by like this older rich guy who always called people old sport. So he just like got that habit from a young age. But the movie made it. Like this giant like tornado sucking up the old guy on his yacht. And he jumps down to save the old guy. As the old guy is dying and having a heart attack and dying. And he's like on the ground and he grabs Gatsby on the shoulder and goes, "Old sport!" And then it shows Gatsby like get the realization in his eyes that this is his catchphrase now. It's the dumbest scene in any movie. It's so stupid. Old sport! It's like it doesn't matter at all that he calls people old sport. I'm not showing it. I know I watched a 10 megabyte version of Morbius. That made it so much better. It's key to his character. It's like fucking, I almost just said Toby Fox. It's like Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire's whole fucking thing in that movie. It's so bad. It's so bad. My favorite is it literally is just like the worst ad lib ever. That he's walking around, he trips on something in the set. Like he hits a plant with his back and he just goes, plant. And there's no other dialogue in the scene other than just the break in the camera, the stop with his movement where he goes, plant. Like, shut the fuck up, Tobey Maguire. Say your line. Get out of here. Also, you can't make Tobey Maguire look like an industrial age rich person just by giving him a little hat. Giving something a little hat does not make it look like it's from the industrial era. That's just Toby Fox with a hat. Tobey Maguire with a hat. That's just Spider-Man. That's just the Spider-Man that turned evil and then started saying shalom. People take his Spider-Man movies seriously. They're fun, but like, it's like one of those things that Twitter and Reddit are like, it's the greatest piece of cinema ever. It's like, these movies are so stupid. All three of them. The first, I feel like the dumbest ones are the first one and the third one. The second one doesn't have that many memorable, like, bits in it. Or maybe I just haven't seen the second one in a long time. And it's just a cavalcade of funny bits that I'll never remember. You don't understand the cinematography of Pizza Time. Oh shit, yeah, Pizza Time. Forgot about that. The greatest work of Spider-Man 2 is the greatest ever made. Greatest film ever made, I dare say, ever the greatest work of all time. Yeah, with that train that's in New York. That is the greatest takeaway from that movie, is that that train doesn't exist. There's a giant battle where they're riding on a train all throughout New York City, but that train isn't real. Why the fuck they make up a train? There's a like New York has public transportation. You don't need to make up a train. Obviously, the movie Dean Dodrill's making is the best movie. Oh god, we can show that trailer because that trailer doesn't have any fucking audio. The greatest game ever made. I still see people nostalgia post about it. It makes me angry because you clearly haven't fucking played this game in a million years. As you do see the familiar landscape, but there isn't a train. I'm gonna CGI a train through your house. Some of that shit though, especially Spider-Man 3 is my favorite of all of them. All of the Spider-Man movies ever. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3 is so goddamn funny. I laugh my ass off the whole movie. It's the best one. Random things is awesome. It's not as much of a complaint as much as it is like just a thing that I noticed. I never really... Well, unless it's Dean Dodrill, of course, in which then it is a real complaint, because everything about that man is a... It's why we show up, honestly. It's like, I feel like that's part of like my old, like, just because it's like one of those old manisms to just like... The only person I can think of, I don't want to say the name of, who does that, where they just break into random rants vaguely related to the thing they said. I'm fully aware it's like an old manism, and it's like, even though I'm not that old to be having old manism. Slick dodge? What do you mean? Oh no, I'm already getting lost. Might as well just be ADHD. The only person I constantly like hear do it quite as just chronically is our current sitting president. Has a habit of doing it while speaking, is just breaking off into a segue to just complain about something that isn't even a real complaint. It's just talking out of his ass. It's like this. It's the same shit that I'm doing constantly. Like we were talking about we somehow got from the Great Gatsby to me complaining about Dean Dodrill again. Are we calling Dean Dodrill scum of the earth? And it's like I'm old. I'm old. I love bringing up random people. What was I even saying beforehand? Oh, the Spider-Man argument, or not even argument. The third one is, look, if you haven't seen it in a minute, just do yourself a favor and go watch the third one. Go watch Spider-Man 3. It's so fucking funny. And just listen to anything Tobey Maguire's saying in that whole movie. It's like people have tried to justify it by saying that that's just what he thinks cool is, but it's like come on. They tried to make him cool. And it's like, oh god. And then every other character in that movie is acting like a complete fucking creep. Let's see. Venom isn't cool as a nerd. Well, they tried to make him cool because he was Venom. There's somewhere where he's talking to his fucking, There's the one where he's talking to his fucking, landlord guy. He's so edgy. Yeah, it's so edgy. You want forgiveness? Get religion. Ooh, my spider sense is tingling, if you know what I mean. Proceeds to wag finger. Edgy Weirdo or Megan Fox. Ugh. The both. What do you mean? It's a quote from Venom, so he sounds stupid. And he's saying it to a woman. He's saying it to a woman he's actively dangling over a building. Ooh, my spider sense is tingling. You know what I mean. Oh, you got the one where it's Harry Osborn and Peter, where it's I'm sorry, what was I thinking? Bad for the public image, right, Mr. Key to the City? What did you do to her? I did what you failed to do, Pete. I was there for her. Mary Jane and I, we understand each other. She doesn't know who you are. Pete, she knows me very well, and when she kissed me, it was just like how she used to kiss me. That taste. Strawberries. it's like, oh. Oh my god. I cringe into a sphere. It's all read like that too. Like, I'm not exaggerating. They read it like that. They read it like they're fucking Midoriya from My Hero. Okay, but like the most fun at every role. Yeah, he's hilarious as Goblin. And he's performing circles around everybody in that movie. And even when they brought him back in the Marvel crossover thing, when they brought him back, he's going even further and is so much better too. Because he's laughing. It's like he's clearly like they let a lot of those people have a lot of creative freedom with the characters they used to play, just to like show that they're the same character but more progressed. I don't know. He's the whole fucking movie. He's like calling people honey. He's like cackling in their face, in Tom Holland's face. He fucking whips out right at the end where he whips out the knife and he starts whistling. Like, who the fuck does this? It's great. It's beautiful. I like the... Are you in or are you out? You know, the you're out is out. You know, the you're out is out of your mind, Gobby. Oh, I'm out, am I? You can tell he's enjoying every scene. Yeah, he's... The people they actually had there were loving the shit out of it. Because, like, they actually had Garfield there, Maguire there, Defoe, Fox, and Molina. And, of course, Tom Holland, fucking obviously. But everybody who they had there was just... seemed like they were just having a time. Oh my god. I've been trying to nostalgia bait. That's what the movie was about. The movie was barely anything. It was all... It's literally just nostalgia bait. That movie was about nothing. The movie was about nothing. If you tried to analyze it as a real movie, it makes no goddamn sense. I had to watch it again because I fell asleep the first time. I've been Vincent Yamamoto. I was United Epico. It's a pleasure to see you. Yeah, that movie made no... That movie is barely a movie. But it's so much fun. And sometimes that's all you need. It was just really fucking fun to watch. To just watch a bunch of, like, people who were playing the same character that from a 20-year-old movie do almost the same performance. Not, but still, yeah, there's been a lot of heat waves. We got more Defoe goblins, so I'll take it. You know what we didn't get though? We didn't get more Topher Grace Venom. Yeah, acting circles around teenagers. like real fucking thespians working with modern Marvel actors. It would have been perfect if we got Topher Grace, though, so we can get some amazing lines as... Let me just switch back to the Spider-Man 3 quotes here. Betty, Betty, Bo Betty, Banana Fana Faux Fetty. He's busy. Aw, I'm just here to talk to you, beautiful. What's that smell? Just a little something called nice and easy. What's on you? It's called go away. Every person in this movie was a predator. Every male character in this movie is a goddamn predator. How are you? We're doing great here. We were catching up on some fan art from back in the day, some Soul fan art. And now we're catching up on not Soul fan art, as in I'm making it now and not just looking at it. Every character in that movie is a fucking predator. All of the soul shapes count as fan art. Is it a Weinstein movie? No, Sam Raimi was just off his fucking rocker. It was Uwe Boll, not Uwe Boll, fucking, like, Perlmutter. The fucking thing, like, ignore the dance, like, that Tobey Maguire does in that movie. Just that thing where he goes up to the, I didn't think he said it to anybody other than the camera. It real close on his mouth. Just goes, dig on this. And then proceeds to do the weirdest snap leg raise dance in existence. And then also assaults his girlfriend. The movie is so fucking weird. Now dig on this. I'm gonna throw some dirt in your eye. My social anxiety was way better back then, because what was I doing? Well, to be fair, back 200 subscriber time, our Discord had like 6 people in it. And then we stopped using the then we stopped allowing people in the Discord at some point. No one's even used it anymore. Today you gotta be the one who breaks the silence when you post something. I was around your turn. Maybe. The sound of echoing halls. It's like Anor Londo after you kill. We already killed Guinevere, and now Anor Londo's just empty. What the fuck were we doing at 200 subs? Did I make a video for that? I must have, right? Because that's when I actually cared about the doing things for each number. That's before I completely stopped caring at all. Yeah, that's also why we don't promote the Discord anymore, because I can't fucking deal with that. I hate it so much. It kills the mood. Starting to think I didn't do anything for 200 subscribers. It doesn't see what model is in the thumbnail, because I used to use screen grabs of the model like everybody else, instead of drawing a fucking thing every time. Instead of making it a whole big deal. Someone posting their bare ass in real life. There was one Discord raid. I forgot whose fucking Discord it was. It was way worse than that. It was a whole ass live leak gif. Hundreds of thousands of times. It's like, dog, I'm leaving this Discord. Some people have a bit too much time on their hands, or a few 2 years. It's always kids who don't have anything like that they do with their life. Do I ban people in Discord? It should be next to the remove message button. It's in red. Unless they took away that, because they changed who can do what sometimes. So they might have taken away your privilege to ban people. put it under like a different mod status. Yeah, I don't fucking know how it works. This is why we don't use Discord anymore. Then the link. Guess who can't post the link in the chat anymore? This is also why we don't do it, because I have to manually go grab the link every time. It has to be me every time. Yeah, the YouTube moderators can't post links. You ever shade your privileges? I did. I 100% did. Yeah, you just fucking can't. Because YouTube has a policy against other social medias, to my knowledge. I think that's what ended up being the rule. Where like only the owner can post social media things. Can I do it that says sure? Yeah, but I distinctly, because we went over this before where you kept yelling at me I wasn't changing it. I was already trying to phase out the Discord thing, and then I changed it multiple times. It kept not working. And I can guarantee you it still doesn't work. Yeah, you can do links, just not Discord links. Was what I thought that's what we came up with. Because the way a larger content creator would do it is they'd have a mod team that they can like pay to like so when you join the Discord you get stuck in like a vetting room where they like determine whether you should be allowed or not. We, however, do not have that privilege, now do we? Dread, get fucked. Don't use that feature, please. Come on, Dread. Welcome back, Dread. I was not today even going. Don't use that feature, please. I don't know what the fuck that is. What did he do? Sent me a YouTube DM. Sent me a YouTube DM request. I am not YouTube DMing you. A what? So I saw like an hour before the stream started that they brought back DMing through YouTube. Because it used to be a thing. You used to be able to directly DM people through YouTube. Back during the Google Plus era. I have no fucking idea how it works now, though. We have to like have a specific cited video of someone's to DM them through, to DM request them through. It's weird. I don't know what the fuck it is. I didn't read it all that well. Stop spreading it. I don't want YouTube DMs. Tried. See, do it. I get a notification every time. I don't know how to turn that off. You motherfucker. Are you getting a notification from me? No. I'm gonna send you an animal locker. Did I send you the video stronger than you Amalockerus response? You did, okay. Just making sure, because I have that link saved to my clipboard. I don't remember if I ever sent that to you. There was a day where I kept getting recommended stronger than you responses, but it has nothing to do with anything relating to the original video. Like it was stronger than you John Wilkes Booth response and bullshit like that. Like, I don't want to know what John Wilkes Booth is thinking. Shogun rules? He should have been president. We should have had Shogun rules. Look, I mean, because I mean, he did prove that if he sets his mind to something, he'll do it. He'll fucking do it. Of course, there was multiple Jesus Christ responses, all implying that Jesus Christ was actively fighting Sans or something. How did those videos go? Lucid G. Jesus Christ versus Sans. Jesus probably wins. Jesus is pretty dang strong. I something that I think is a good I think one of the best things I've learned through, I do like art history and like regular history study in general. But something that I think is so fucking funny going over art history is that you get objective looks at religious study, at theology. Like you get like non like weighted, like or non like and you do learn some funny fucking things about religion, about some religions. And like how they're narrated, like the story of the religion, but not like glorified. Like this is just what they say happened. And I think one of the best ones was so hold on, what was the painting called? But the painting was, I don't remember. It was Jesus in a bar, in wearing inverted colors, drinking while two guys were yelling at it. But the context of the painting is that Jesus came back to life in an alternate costume, went to a bar, and his friends were yelling at him because they thought he was dead. Like, because they thought he was dead. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, this is the story? Like, is this part of it? Like, what do you mean he came back to life in like a Shadow the Hedgehog style alternate outfit? And then just went drinking. I mean, TBH, I would also go drinking if I was just still hanging there for 3 days. If I went to sleep and then woke up and was still there. TBH. True. He just like me for real. I don't know, you get a lot of weird stuff like that when going through like theology, but not studying the religious the religious part. Just studying like objectively, this is a story that is being told. Like, is that you're just like, is that in it? Is this part of it? Did he get an alternate costume when he came back? When he respawned? Did he get an achievement? This is new game plus. Did he get an achievement that lets him change his outfit? It's like when you pre-order the Halo 1 remake. You can use Gold Master Chief, and then you can use Classic Master Chief. Did he get the outfit for beating the game? Like when you beat the game on Legendary in Halo 4, you get the Master Chief outfit. Legendary skin. Yeah, he beat the first level of Halo Reach on Lasso without killing anybody, so he got the Carter helmet for his Xbox avatar. You may be wondering, what did you just say? Can you still go back and do that? Yeah, the Dustin and Lysian Tail swag bag. I wonder, because Halo Reach's servers don't exist anymore, so I wonder if you can still get that achievement. Damn it, I wish I still had my Xbox 360, because I was so close to getting all of the Minecraft ones. I almost had the Creeper Watch for playing 100 days on a single world. There's some of the Halo Reach ones you definitely can't get anymore, like Emil's for getting for in competitive multiplayer getting a bulwark or whatever that trophy was called for killing someone mid-energy sword swing. Bull true. I remember my Halo medallions. Bull true. Killjoy. Sometimes you only get the achievement in like one version in the game too. Like I got those in MCC before I got, and I never got them in Reach. Killjoy, Kilimanjaro. Chat for me on Xbox so we can play Halo MCC together. We can play Reach on stream. How many people can you have in a multiplayer game in Halo? Oh, do it. You can't have. You can only have fucking 2 because that's one of the gimmicks with Halo Campaign Evolved is they're letting you have 4. So glad it's coming out soon. After no words on it forever. I cannot wait to play that. Although I'm gonna get to the end and wish it had versus multiplayer. Can't wait to play Halo 1.6. It looks like it will be good though. It'll be a fun time. Because I mean, they sell way worse remakes for way more money. Fucking Persona 3 Reload was $70 goddamn, and that was the most like mid interpretation of a really, really good JRPG. In 30 years, they released Halo 1 again. To be fair, the first time it was a remaster, now they're remaking it. And the initial pitch definitely was something that warranted a remake, because this happens a lot with old school games like that, where like they don't get so much shit ends up on the cutting room floor. So like remaking the idea of a game from all of the cut content, or like from all of the pitch documents that had to get cut for time, or like technology's sake. Oh, the snow looks good. Come on. Visually, the only thing that's weird about the game to me is Sergeant Johnson, because I get what they're trying to do. Sergeant Johnson, they're trying to reinterpret the Halo 1 look, but he looks like Steve Harvey in such an it's the mustache, right? Like, and they can't use the likeness of the original guy because he's retired from acting. So they can't use the Halo 2 look for him because he retired. There's no fucking image. No fucking image exists of his new look. Halo become Microsoft Skyrim. Listen, Microsoft didn't buy Bethesda. That'd be really fucking funny. However, nothing will ever fucking compare to Skyrim. Because Skyrim, 10 years ago, or not 10 years ago, because 10 years ago Skyrim came out, but last time I counted, which was a long time ago, I think 2021 maybe was the last time I counted. Skyrim had 14 re-releases, all of which at full price. Well, it's because Halo 1 was pretty self-contained. You're on the back end of a war. You're on the back end of the Human Covenant War. You're kind of on a last stand, and you end up upon a mysterious space artifact that's a giant ring-shaped planet. To which you find the ring-shaped planet, find out it's a weapon that the Covenant are trying to fire. You go to stop the Covenant, and then the flood awakens, and you got to stop the flood and blow up the ring. You have to take the ring off the board. You take the ring off the board. You go back to Earth. Halo 2 starts. And I'm buying the one that they gave all the DLC. Yeah, I've had a couple copies. I have a PS3 and a 360 version of Skyrim, which are the versions I played all the way up until we streamed it for the first time. I'd never played any of the DLC. Because Skyrim Special Edition I had for the Xbox One, which has all the DLC, it never booted up. It was never able to boot up. It was never able to turn on. Never worked once. I also had the VR version, the PSVR version, because it came with the original PSVR. That version's fucking nauseating. That version's so difficult to play. The 360 versions work fine. I'm always a console guy by heart. Where it's like, Is there a Skyrim Switch 2 version? Yeah, it just released. It's $70. This is genuinely a real thing. It's a recent release, and it's the same, and it's an absurd price. And it's the same goddamn game. Although in the Switch version, if you scan a Link amiibo, you get to play it. You get Legends of Zelda themed armor and weapons that spawn out of the sky. My fingies are too short for Xbox controllers. $60, but still. Is it 60? It's still fucking full price. Get the fuck out of here. It's still full price. 60 goddamn dollars. Also, chat, check it out. It still works. Xbox Avatar for Windows PCs still work. The Xbox Avatar program that goes pre-installed on all Windows computers. It's still here. The new version of Xbox Avatars is gone. The old version's still here. My Fallout 4 and Skyrim together for $90. Ooh, thanks. I would say just Skyrim. Skyrim's the better game. As much shit as I keep giving Skyrim constantly because it's way too overpraised. It is not the second coming of Christ. It is a good game. It is not the second coming of Christ. Like some people told it as. Why did I buy Skyrim? That's a fun time. If it's on a deep sale, I would say it'd be a fun game if you felt like playing it. If it's on a deep sale, I would not recommend paying the full price for it. Also, check it out, Xbox 360 Avatar. Now we can play Joyride Turbo. I got me a Fallout 3 Bump to Oblivion and need it. Yeah, everyone's got at least a couple Bethesda games in a closet somewhere, in a cupboard somewhere. I have the collector's edition of Oblivion sitting next to 2 separate copies of Fallout New Vegas for the same console. $2 for Skyrim most. You could definitely find Skyrim on Steam for $2. There's so many Bethesda sales every once in a while. You get a couple good. I got ESO for 99 cents. I got Elder Scrolls Online for 99 cents, and I got it for free on PlayStation. Wait, chat, check this. Check this. Fucking Xbox 360 avatars. God, we're gonna have so much fun playing World of Keflings, chat. But it's $60 because Switch 2, it's the Switch 2 Enhanced Edition, whereas on Steam it's the Xbox One and PS4 version. It's the Xbox Series. The Switch 2 version is the Xbox Series X and PS5 version, where the Steam version is the PS4 one. It's the same game. Spoiler alert. They're the same game. Yo, chat. Shout out to everyone with the Platinum Mark 6 helmet. Sorry, we're about to end the stream. That's why I'm dicking around with the avatar thing. Which one is Switch 2? Then I don't fucking know. It's Skyrim. The pricing is a mystery. Yo, shout out. Everyone's got the cacti cap. If you have these Halo helmets, you're not a tourist, by the way. You gotta have all of these on your Xbox avatar. Or it's just whatever they feel like. It's what it feels like sometimes. But that's the games. Gotta have the eye bacon mic. You're gonna have the eye pork chop t-shirt. Dog, this shit's awesome. We need to unlock some avatar rewards. We play some Doritos Crash Course with our Xbox avatar. It'd be so MLG. Use this Xbox avatars other than you. Is that Ornstein? Yeah. Night, alright, Static Boy. One of our super night day. It's a pleasure to see you. I've mostly played Fred Says, so I have no avatar awards. Oh, you don't have the Platinum Mark 6 helmet from Halo 4 for beating the game. Was it on Legendary, or was it just beating the game for the Platinum? How to make it even uglier than real Dark Souls. This whole thing was flawed. You get the Battle Block Theater hat, Carter, George, Portal 2. His fucking face. Mullet. Cactus. If you have an Xbox console, you can still get Avatar War. You just have to play backwards compatible games, which not all of them are. Dust and Elysian Tale is not. You're shit out of luck if you don't got Dust and Elysian Tale. You can't get this eye pork chop Minecraft shirt. Oh, I don't have the I don't have the Minecraft watch. Fuck. Is this not peak fashion? I would wear this. I would wear this. I would wear the Toy Soldiers Cold War bomber jacket. What's in props? Hold on, let me just equip my Dust and Elysian Tale fidget loading screen outfit. Oh, my Dark Souls 1 Elite Knight outfit. When you click on my Xbox profile, it plays this animation. By the way. This is real. It will just do this when you click on my profile. What other props do they have? You can't see a lot of them because a lot of them were in the Avatar store, which clearly doesn't fucking work anymore. Gee, I wonder why. Well, what's popular today? This system was so neat because it was like Mies but weird. I love this shit. I love weird shit like this. It was like Mies but stupid. Surprised it's even loading. It's not loading anything. The store is offline. It's just not loading anything. It loads on the 360 because the 360 doesn't have the processing power to realize it stopped working years ago. I'm the only person currently playing Xbox original avatars. You get the military collection. I remember some of the ones that used to be here. It was like Man of Steel was on the big board. One Piece was on the big board. The military is up here. Got lifestyle. Because this guy with the weird mohawk was the default look. The guy in the weird mohawk was the default look. With the weird Xbox shirt. Shit's so dated. Mies are timeless. I don't know how the fuck they keep making these friends. Oh, fuck yeah. Yep. Oh, you're kidding me? Lava Gamer 9000. You're kidding. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, how to get the Infinity hoodie. This is someone's father. This is someone's father. Look, we don't have to talk about Phantom Fart. Yeah, you'd see what the default look was. It's that fucking guy in the mohawk. It was on your friends list. Oh, hold on, let me go back. I don't remember any of this, so. I don't know. The dead ass me. Yeah, they tried to do me. Like, I don't know how everything on the 360 was just what everybody else was doing, but somehow 3 times as dated. Like, this shit did not age well. And I don't know how. Because it's almost identical to everything else that they were doing. To everything else every other fucking company was doing. And this shit's just so much worse. Yeah. God, you could make this your profile picture. It's gamer pick size. You could make it your gamer pick. Chat, you don't even know. All right. Thank you all for coming. It was lovely to see you. This is a great time to end on do not forget to like and or subscribe on your way out. Yada yada yada. Thank you all for coming. And without further ado, I bid thee adieu. Have a nice night. Have a good gamer pixel. Yeah, we're ending on this one because I refuse to make the obvious observation that he's in fact doing the fucking the hand motion. The dastardly hand motion. If you want to see your baby, you'd be bullied with no consequences. I'm allowed to shove you into a pocket if you think the gamer pick is cool.